All right, there we go. Cool. So this match that I'm going to show you is Nishin versus Chetchety. Chetchety is a Paul player from SoCal. You might see him from time to time because he goes to pretty much every Wednesday night fights. He's one of the best Paul players in SoCal, if not the best player. Recently got top 8 at SCR as well. Took out Shadow in pools, notably. And then was able, or had to, unfortunately, play him once again, and then lost to him in the run back. So, very good player. He's one of my favorites to watch because he's really, we're not going to watch much for him. I don't really need all this preface, but the thing is that he's so much fun to watch because he really fucks with you. Like, he's the type of guy who has not known much frame data, but has known the ability to how to fuck you up and make you feel bad. He's that sort of player. And I always like that sort of player because I feel like those players are few and far between nowadays. Let me see. Chetchety. I'm going to look through his run real quick. Chetchety got out in winners when he beat Shadow. Lost to Dimebag 2-0 pretty handedly, in my opinion. And then lost to Shadow afterwards again. So top 8 in that way. Good stuff. All right. Let's get into this one.
That is gold.
You know how many weeks that's going to be? He's going to have to enter 70 weeks in order for him to make a use of it.
We were talking about this. This is Chetchety. So before Chetchety actually didn't have a PS4. He would actually play Tekken completely raw. He would play Tekken just like from all of his old knowledge of Tekken. So we were always like, man, Chetchety's so good. Imagine if he got a PS4, he would be crazy, right? He would be practicing all the time. He'd get mad good. I'd expect him to be one of the best. So guess what? Lo and behold, right around before Evo, he gets a PS4, and everybody's like, oh shit, it's over for everybody. Guess what he fucking does with the PS4? He leaves it at Super Arcade so that he can get free entry every single time he goes to Super Arcade, which is twice a month, mainly 4 times max. So doing the math really quick, if the PS4 and the game itself were like $250, like, what was it? It was, yeah, if I was like $250 or $350, he'd have to go 70 weeks in order to make that worth it. He'd have to go a year and a half almost.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
So yeah, this is me and MYK on the mic, by the way, so this is going to be weird, but I am, so we're going over this so I can watch some Anna.
But I think she takes a certain amount of players.
I'm going to point you guys some things that I know.
Yeah, you definitely have to be one of those to be playing.
One of those guys. Yeah, but I'll tell you as much is that if I hit a back 3 and read a low.
So you see right there already.
Or a throw.
Yeah.
All right, he already used back 1 too. Huh.
I'll tell you as much.
Starts off with the thruster, and then he uses back 1 too. So I hadn't originally known how to use this move all too much. It's a mid-high mid. So it's one of those strings that is super slow. So you sort of have to guess whether he's going to do the last part, or try to duck, or just try to eat it. Right, just block it. But the back 1 has like a really cool like weird sidestep part of it. So I thought that's how you use it, but I guess you can use it to sort of realign yourself as well. How's it going, Shad? One day you're going to tell me what exclamation point roll-up is, and then I'll be really happy.
Play a king player and try to do back 3 against
Back 1 2 wasn't close enough to the wall.
Yeah.
And then he keeps the pressure up with a safe mid that moves forward.
Yeah, Chet's very, very familiar with that. He also
Nice. I like that. Goes for a simple pickup. What was that combo?
secondarily as a secondary in a lot of games. Oh, okay.
What was that combo?
He also played as a secondarily
Is that 2?
in a lot of games.
Oh, he does 2-3. He does 2-3 Chaos Judgment 2+3. Okay.
Chet's gonna give him the opportunity.
Yeah, Chet's very.
There, trade with the thruster. Huh.
Oh, that's a nice combo.
You know what I should do is I should write some notes. And notes. 2, 3, CJ, 2+3 on the wall. All right. Leave some notes on the side here. Actually, you know what I could do also is I could do this. Window capture. Where's my notepad? There it is. Boom. Leave this down here. I actually don't have no idea where it'd be to put this in a good spot. We're going to roll with that. Or, you know, let's put it here. I'm going to pop it in and out anyway. So whatever. Okay. Let's go with that.
2, 3 into Chaos Judgment into 2+3. I like it.
The only problem with the booty pop is that in certain situations it side switches, sort of like.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So in certain situations it does side switch on the wall, sort of like Iron Mountain. So I was kind of lenient or kind of against using it.
Literally play. You know why I play Leo? Do you know why I play Leo? Because there's 3 shoulder.
And down back 3-4. Tried to chase down with the falling heel forward 4. This is a safe launcher. It's like kind of like Trooper Roll. It's a lot like Trooper Roll actually. Oh, that shit's sick.
And a business. Season 2 in the building.
Slap that man on the floor.
I'm gonna have to go with this match again. So a lot of the times, what I've noticed already is that he's willing to go into CJ and go into 1. So he's willing to go to do CJ1 all the time, and that's pretty interesting. I was never using CJ1, so that wasn't for any other reason other than I wanted to put mix-ups time and time again. But I guess you want to keep it safe sometimes as well, so that makes sense. Back to 2, and then you get the down back 3. There you go. Good answer to treading water. If you go into CJ or not, you get punished by that. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Using that string is around under. All right, I want to go through that one again. One more time. Oops, I went too far back.
It's super nice for doing extra damage.
What the fuck? I'm literally clicking like 2 inches from each other. How the fuck am I traveling whole games? Look at this shit. How am I traveling whole games? All right.
Oh, I started practicing Anna a couple days ago. She's super fun.
Dude,
But
I think she's actually really good too.
But I think she
was
takes
looking
a
at her
certain amount of player to
Oh
make her work.
yeah, you definitely have to be.
All right. I'm gonna go through this one more time. I want to go more look at her neutral.
Yeah, but I'll tell you as much is that if I hit a back
There you go.
3,
There's twice in a row that he started with thruster. The second time, Chichetti read it and he ducked it for a combo. But thruster's not a bad way to get it onto someone.
And try to do back 3 against a giant sling. Feel
There
yourself.
you go.
on that. Yeah.
I don't know if Chet's gonna give him the opportunity.
Yeah, Chet's very.
There you go. 3-2. Yeah, I like this combo. It's going to be easier than the double thruster, which does more damage, but he did trade.
Chaos Judgment into 2+3. I like it.
What was that string that he used right there? Oof.
Yeah. The only that's a nice combo.
2, 3 into Chaos Judgment into 2+3. I like it.
There you go. It's just constantly going into CJ1.
Yeah. The only problem with the booty pop is that
There you go. And then I like using the down 4, and then you would have been able to sidestep cancel it for something trickier.
What is that?
Chichetti gets a good start.
Is his actual move name, but in Japanese it's called.
It's a Japanese move.
Because it's so sick. I literally play. You know why I play Leo? Do you know why I play Leo? Because there's 3 shoulder moves.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I play Leo.
Ugh.
Okay. You like your
He tried to get the trooper roll afterwards. That's actually a season 1 nerf. You're not allowed to get the trooper roll off side death fist anymore. Oh, man, that does so much damage. Can't believe she jumped into the game with one of the best rage drives. There you go. That was really tricky. He went down 4-1 into CJ instead of down 1-4 sidestep, and then CJ won. And I guess you're able to sneeze some plus frames in there, right? I'm trying to look for her frame data. I don't know what CJ1 is on anything. CJ1 is -9 but plus 15 on hits. I'm a fucking idiot. I should be using CJ1. Hold on, let me put that in my notes. -9 plus 15. I don't know if it's guard state 15, which means you can't combo off it, but you might be able to. How's it going? Ebonic plague of the Blaze Blues. I'm chilling, just going over some Tekken. This is good. All right. I need to use that more often. That's a good move. There you go. Little punish for the wall standing too. Oh, that was a full combo. Where's my mouse? That was a full combo. So that's how you use CJ1. Oh my god. Why can't you go back on pause? Oh my god, that was really loud. I need to lower that. That was really loud. Or maybe it was just loud in my ear. I'm not sure. Was that loud? Hold on. I need to get before the CJ1 combo. CJ1, back 2-2 combo, and then down back 3. That was so much damage. All right. Actually, let me write that down. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault for being, for not knowing how to stream properly. It's completely my fault. I'm not a good streamer. Trying to figure it out. I mean, I'm the one who made that notification. It's mostly my fault. What's the combo here? So combo would be CJ1, back 2-2, and then OTG down back 3. Mech 34343. Thank you for the follow, man. And also Koopa, thank you for the follow. Big homie, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well, man. It was really good to see you this weekend or last weekend. Are you going to see Otaku? I'm gonna be doing see Otaku like pregame in a while. But right now I'm just doing some studying on Anna. Hold on.
Oh, seriously? That's crazy.
I heard you can't screw 'cause the
1-2, cancel, duck the thruster. And now he's just picking him low. That's 3 lows in a row that worked out for him. No, is that it? All right, I gotta look for more.
Anna.
I gotta look for more footage. I can't afford to see Otaku. Oh, I'm sorry.
Anna's so much fun to play, but like I was saying before, I feel like she takes
It's unfortunate I won't be able to see you, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
That one position, it's super
Sweet.
hard to play her in that way because she doesn't have a lot of like mid pokes that sort of keep people away.
Yeah,
You sort of have
Hey,
to
look,
get
it's
in
me.
and put the dirty work on somebody.
And her range on her jab, like her down forward one.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I said it 2 years in a row that I was supposed to go to see Otaku, and then I'm gonna finally go this year. So it's gonna be my first one. So I definitely was in your shoes, basically, but last year.
Also saw Ricky like he was struggling.
Trying to get to
Get anything
this
going.
other man.
Gotta throw you.
Watching JDCR play Heihachi was one of the coolest things.
Them was the wall, and to the right of them was the jackhammer.
Exactly.
Interesting style.
I don't know how it happens. I don't
These
know how
young
it happens.
kids, man.
That's where he played Anna again, right? He played Anna versus Run It Black.
Showing all his pores on
Yes.
his
Sweet.
face to the camera. All right, we see it. We see it.
I can't believe I
Gross.
have to play. My teammate was supposed to
Can't
beat
believe I have
everybody
to
for
watch.
me.
Look at this. I gotta watch all this guy's facial expressions.
It's,
Having a blast.
Nishin made so many weird facial expressions.
All
He was
right,
such a
good stuff.
character.
Let's go. Japan versus USA.
All right, so Run a Black,
Oh.
There you go.
Gin
Counter,
player
pick it up
extraordinaire,
with
one of the best
one-handed
gin players in the U.S., SoCal or San Diego.
Stuff, electric. No mix-up. He just stayed on the ground. 2-on-4. Caught him with the last hit.
1-2-4. I like him. So one of the things that I was recognizing is that you're using 1-2. I'm using 1-2 low or using low strings in order for you to sort of get a start. That's a good way to get plus frames.
Actually, Run a Black is very good at stuffing people who transition into stances unsafely. I remember him playing a Lars, and every time he
Look at this sequence. He tried to, and then he got greedy at the end with the down 3-2, which is only a counter hit launcher. Look at that sequence. Hold on, I want to break down that sequence. Okay, let's do it.
Run a Black is very good at stuffing people.
Starts off with the thruster again for plus frames, and then 2-3. And it goes into CJ. I forgot what that one is. Landonio, how's it going, homie? So, what was that? There's that. It was like low mid. It's like 4-4 or something like that. CJ 4-4. CJ is CJ down 3-3, right? Yeah, it's CJ down 3-3. It's pretty good. But I believe it's low high. But it's safe. Here we go. Let me just try work. CJ down 3-3 into game. Man, you have all the emotes. Sukin. ATP Sukin's pretty strong though. Work down. Oh, here, I should show you guys. Work CJ down 3-3 into game. And then another thing I was noticing is that he's using 2-3 CJ in his game a lot in his even on block. So this is interesting. I should put this up here for organization's sake. But this is interesting, right? Him using 2-3 CJ on the regular. 2-3, I believe, is... Oh, well, it's first off for 10 frame punish. And secondly, it's -11 and then -3 on CJ transition. But I believe... but it's their 10 frame punish as well, and it's a high mid, so it's not bad if you're knowing that people are gonna try to duck. If you try to do like 2-1-4 strings, 2-3 is good for that. In CJ, your fastest move is CJ2. CJ 2-1 is a high mid that's safe. It doesn't lead to much. It's just -7 + 4. And then CJ1 is CJ1 on its own is -9 + 15. So if you're in -3 after going 2-3 CJ and then you do 1 immediately, you've created a 12 frame gap where someone can respond. You can also use CJ2-1, which will give you an 11 frame gap. CJ3 is also 12 frames, but it is unsafe. But it pushes out quite a far, and it's a counter hit launcher, so it's not a bad idea. Mainly, what I'm noticing from this is like I'm flipping through it, and there's a lot of quick things that she can do, but there's a lot of slow things she can do. Like 4-4-3 and 4-4-4 are both 30 and 40 frames. I'm just aesthetically into Anna. You would be aesthetically into Anna. You would. But also, she's mega fun. That's why I'm learning. Well, there's two reasons why I'm learning her. One reason is that I want to provide an Anna for the SoCal scene. So at the minimum, I'll have me. I'm shit, but I'm good at teaching people. so I can at least learn the character and then teach people how to play against her. And then secondly, I'm just trying to pick a character up from complete scratch. Right? Like there's not a lot of footage, so a lot of the times I have to make my own stuff. A lot of things that I watch are just as new as me, so I have to make assumptions based on that. Stuff like that. Although as far as I've heard excuse me. As far as I've heard, she hasn't got a lot of good new things. She didn't get a lot of new things, but she is quite a bit of fun. Come on, slide over. There you go. All right. So we were trying to. I was trying to analyze this string of moves that he does.
Actually, Run It Black is very good.
Let me get this out of the way.
At stuffing.
Or I could just leave it there. It's not like that. If I need to remove it, I'll remove it. It's not that intrusive. Okay. So
People who transition into
okay.
stances
So he goes
safely.
into transition down 3-3. So now where is he in situation? So in this situation he goes from 2-3 CJ into down 3-3. Down 3-3 is +7 on hits. So now he's +7 in front of his face. That's awesome. Right? So this is a good sequence in my opinion. CJ is 15 frame, or down 3-3 is 15 frames. So if you've gotten someone to start, if you use 2-3 CJ1 all the time, then you've got people to flinch. Then this is not that hard to fit into your game.
Remember him playing a Lars?
And then
Every
down
time he
down
would
4
silence-
into
stances unsafely. I remember him
boom
playing
boom. He goes for another low, and then he goes into down 4 side or
a Lars,
CJ transition 1, trying to get him to flinch. He doesn't.
and every time
And then going for the down back 1. I don't know why he goes for the down back 1 there. I think he's just going for a generic mid. I am surprised that he wouldn't go for down forward 1. It's not like
he went into a silent entry, he would stuff him with a.
it's not like there's anything other that out of that string, but it might leave you crouching. It might leave you crouching. Hold on. Does down back 1 leave you in crouching? Question mark. Okay. If so, this makes more sense. If not, then I don't know.
demon spot
Oh,
every
yeah.
single time.
He definitely.
Okay, and then after that, he goes for the big wrist on the down 3-2. Down 3-2 is a counter hit launcher only, or I guess if you don't block it, it's a counter. It's a launcher, but it starts from low. There's a lot of launchers that are similar to this. Hwaring has one as well. It's very good for people who are trying to run in, but but he expected Run It Black to press a button there after the down back 1, and then he didn't get it, so he got punished.
A silent
10
entry,
frame
he would
punish,
stuff
one
him
of the
with
best in the
a
game.
demon spot
Oh,
every
yeah.
single time.
So there's a lot to unpack in that sequence, actually. I liked it quite a bit. A lot of trickiness, too. Instead of the down... I see that he uses a lot less sidestep cancels. He uses a lot more CJ cancels. Okay. Continuing on.
Definitely does his homework. Definitely does his homework.
All right, just drop
One thing I was saying is that Run It Black's really good at punching people out of...
nice combo,
stances.
too. Puts the electric in there
He's
for
very
some
good at
extra
that. He
damage.
does his homework, so he understands when the chance is to do
Hit
that.
him with the
Nice.
cynic.
The cynic.
Brian, but it'll do.
Oh my
It's not Brian.
God. The fake out.
There you go. Using that thruster in order for to
Trades
force
on
himself
that.
in.
Oh, that was super unfortunate for him. Because he would have got the free back.
There you go. Look at that. All right, using CJ and then canceling into quarter forward 4 as well.
There's the full crash sweep. What's the combo? Beautiful.
Goes for the unscaled here.
Ooh, the trade again. All right, finally gets one on the
1,
board.
2, 3. Very nice. So a lot of the times I don't go for this unscaled here. Because I don't want to give up pressure, but it seems like he got really good. He's okay with giving it up. So he goes into this. He takes this trade, but too far for the back 2-2 on the trade.
Trades on that.
So unfortunate. He immediately responds in the scramble by going for a stature kick. He goes for a stature kick mainly because he wants to go for a pretty decently safe low that will give him plus frames.
Oh, that was
And then try to go for the counter launch, trying to get him to fidget. So,
Nishin trades on
in the
that.
scramble,
Oh,
stature
that
kick,
was
and then try to go for the
super
4. Didn't work out. The down 1-4 gets him out. Counter hit combo only, but is from crouch. It's a 10-frame counter hit combo. So, but it doesn't lead to anything. It's just special mid-mid.
'Cause he would've got the free
There you
back
go.
two follow-up. I like
You saw right here.
unfortunate for him.
He goes into down 4, CJ cancel, and then goes for the crouch dash 4 or quarter forward 4. Doing that because it crushes highs. Boom! There you go, right underneath it, and he made a good read there. So very good move. It's a good way to fit into her game because it crushes highs. It is also -12, but it is in crouch state pretty quickly. So give and take on that one. Where's my notepad? There it is. All right, sweet.
Got the free back two
Then he
follow-up.
follows
I
up.
like
He
the
follows. So this
transition.
is the cool part is that this is the thing I don't do with my Anna is I'm not as ruthless. He immediately follows this sequence up. He gets the knockdown here. Immediately follows it up with a 4-4-2. And so if one of two things happens from this situation, right? He either gets the 4-4-2 and he gets him to duck, and then he has some information on what his opponent wants to do when he's put into Oki. Or the other situation is that he's in plus frames and he's using a homing move. So he's +6, I believe, in this situation, if the frame data I'm looking at is correct. +6, goes for the low. Nice block. Crouch jab. And then from the crouch jab, puts a crouch dash, or puts a full crouch mix up. This is one of the things that True taught me yesterday when I was at Wednesday Night Fights, is that a lot of the times those little duck jabs mean more. Is there a situation where he shouldn't use the 4-4-2 there? Yeah, if he feels like the opponent's ducking on wake up. So, come on, buddy. All right. So he does a sequence, right? If he feels like in this situation right here that his opponent's going to start ducking on his wake up because he's using a lot of lows, which he hadn't gone for any big lows before that full crouch down 4-2, which I'll show you in a second, then he shouldn't be using this. But because this is really easy to duck and punish because it has a lot of recovery, but it puts the opponent in a lot of hit stun. You can see what Jin does, like he does like this weird like little stagger thing. It indicates that this move has a lot of hit stun. So also a lot of recovery. But for the most part, until you see someone duck it, you really have no reason not to. So that duck jab, he uses this duck jab defensively or offensively because he wants to get plus frames and then be into crouch state. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So this is technically, so this is the one thing about Tekken that is weird. This is also considered to be Oki game. You're now into plus frames and you're in your situation to put in a mix up. There are ways to disrespect it, but this is really, really good. So he goes in the crouch, he does a duck jab. The duck jab then facilitates his full crouch mix up, which Anna has a very good one. She has a low, a mid, she has quite a bit of lows, mids, and all of her while standing moves from full crouch. So she's a very good while standing or full crouch mix up game. So from here, he gets the crouch jab. He's crouched, he's ducked, or he's in full crouch state, and he has plus frames, and the opponent is still standing. This is a fantastic situation to be in because he goes for the full crouch trip.
The full crouch sweep. What's the combo? Beautiful.
And then he goes for the unscaled here, and then goes for the same mix-up. And then instead in this situation, saw before that he traded with CJ1, so he goes for just the 1-2-4.
Goes for the unscale.
Here, 1-2-4. That didn't combo, but oh no, 1-2-3. Sorry, it didn't combo, but he went for it. He went for the tricky low, unexpected. Plus frames, and then he. That was really impressive, actually. I want to point that out real quick. So block here. He tried to punish, but she's still in crouch state. 1+2 or here. This is what I was talking about.
Chaos Judgment mix
So she goes for the 4-4-2, right? Look at that mini backdash. That shit is so sick.
Oh, Chaos Judgment mix-ups. I like.
Look at that. Just outside of the range. No, bitch. Get away from me. And then 1+2.
Nice whip confirmed.
And
Gets
then
the
get up.
counter hit, get up 3 though.
How's he end this?
Goes for the unscaled on this one. One of the things that is really good about Anna is that she has that unscaled down back 1-4, which means moves that hit like that, like get up lows on countering hit, low parries, and floats all are more rewarded than everybody else because she gets 13 unscaled. And most combos like that are float scaled to begin, and it's really hard to get good combos off of it.
Goes for low poke after
Demon
tech
Paw to
roll.
answer.
That's what his Oki's gonna be.
Nice
Dodge on
duck.
the 4-4-2. That is
So this is the one problem with Anna, is that both of her good plus frame moves are highs, which is thruster and 4-4-2. She doesn't have a lot of mids that are scary. So one thing that I didn't like about Nishin's play is that he didn't use a lot of down forward 1. That's sort of your move that you want to check people with. Or Blonde Bomb, 1+2. That would also do.
plus, so that's a good way for Anna to get it and put a mix-up on.
Oh,
Trades
trade
with
again.
it.
Is that gonna work?
Oh my god. That was so sick. Plus 15 on CJ counter hit, and even on trade, you're able to do rage art because her rage art is plus 13.
That already.
That's so sick. Don't trade with CJ.
Let's
Don't trade
go.
with CJ1, man. That shit is too good.
There you go. Goes for the plus.
Also, you see it between them, her rocket launcher stays on the stage after she uses it. It's fucking sick.
Frames. I like the
Down
rocket
back
launcher is just
three.
hanging out back there like it's a Halo game. Yeah, just pick up the rocket launcher.
Sidestep
after.
3. Drop the elbow. One of her best throws because it gives her Oki. 1+2 break. But I hate the down forward input. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh my god.
Drop the elbow.
All day.
Nice
Full crouch,
block.
finally
He goes for the
Avery with
big
the
full
nice
crouch mix up.
Punisher.
He kind of forces it though, which is why I believe it doesn't work.
A little bit
Mix up
closer,
afterwards.
yeah.
Oh,
big
counter
down back
hit
full counter. This could
stature.
be it. Very close.
A little bit too far for the back 2-1, and then
That
he
was
ducks
sick.
afterwards.
That was
Panicked up.
really sick.
Oh, sorry. I've been saying CJ very flippantly. CJ stands for Chaos Judgment. That is her stance. That is the name for her stance. So shorthand, I just call it CJ. I just got back from tattooing Infiltration's face on my neck. Now to check Trigger. Oh my god. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Woo! Woof! That is that's a spicy one that has been dropped. Definitely. Spicy one. Anyway,
From Avery.
Heads up display with the duck, or heads up play.
that
with the duck.
that duck was really heads up, and I believe that they're still in winners.
But it jails. Which
So
means
maybe
that
I
if
can
you
find
block-
another game here.
Wow. Way.
Hell yeah, let's go. Did they play before or
Down forward.
no? Dimeback ended up taking this game. That's right. Dimeback took it.
I'm pretty.
Nishin.
Maybe 7 are picking up. They're playing late. You don't.
Player
Let's get into this one.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? He's playing Paul right now, but he was like the premier.
I'll probably be learning Asuka, so I think the next few characters I want to learn are the ones that are pretty high on the list. Are Miguel and Asuka. And Lei might be later, but God, Lei is such a fucking long list of things to do for him. I don't want to delay him as much as possible. So I think I'm going to learn Miguel and Asuka next, and then I'll try to figure out who I'm going to do afterwards. Miguel's really cool. Lei's really fucking cool. He's just a lot of work. Oh, shit. Is that loud? Is it loud just to me? I hope it's just loud to me. I hope it's not loud for the stream. Anyway, thank you. Blasting Bubba. I can't believe I finally got that to work.
And like, yeah.
Okay, it's loud. Oh my god. All right,
Oh, this is just how.
I'll fix it. Hold on. I'll just turn it off for now, and then I'll fix the audio level on that later. I mean, am I not being loud enough in general? Is my stream too quiet? Oh my god, that is kind of loud. All right, you know what? Oh, you can change the volume on this. Dope. All right. Let me try this real quick. Hey, Bubba, thank you for the follow. I'm going to try this one more time. That's still really fucking loud. What the hell? All right. 4%. All right, they're all the same. Oh, wait, do I have to save the settings? Fucking Christ. I'm so bad. Okay, that's a little bit better. Here, I'm gonna put that at 8%. I think that's good. All right. By the way, if you want to know what that is from, that is very specifically the riff or the little note that Eno plays when in her idle stance in Exert. Yes, I'm that big of a fucking nerd. I love this thing. I love that sound. Anyway, let's get into that one.
The best lay from back in the day. I was like, oh, all right.
All right, Arctic Snowfall once again, Infinite Stage, so many times.
I'm trying to see how many Guilty Gear things I can fit into my channel. Oh man, missed the Tooth Fairy. Tried to get a little bit of a dash up on it. Dimeback looked really good this weekend, man. Look at this. Mauling him. 1, 2, 3, punish, plus frames, and then sidestep 2. Surprise is not a Chelsea thing. It could be, but I have Chelsea on the wall there. I could make it all Chelsea. Sidestep launch. Man, Nishin's not going to get started. Unblockable. 1, 2, plus frames. There you go. He's looking the down forward 2 a lot more, and that was a big disrespect from Dimeback. Stays on the floor this time. Punish. Sidestep 2. One of my thoughts on this matchup. I wish I would be able to see the matchup. I wish Dimeback didn't just like wreck Nishin right now. What would I think about this matchup? I would say that this matchup is probably pretty difficult. A lot of the things out of CJ are easily parried. She doesn't really have any elbows or knees. Booty bop probably works. So I imagine parrying her things out of CJ is not hard. She also has back 3, which can deal with her low game pretty well, right? Ping me on Discord when you go see Otaku Boost. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. I'll do that. Thank you for stopping by.
Well, you can't do anything out of her weird shredder kicks, whatever. And I just called it quits there.
Which one? Which kick?
Ina.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's called like treading water or something.
Treading water,
like
yeah. 4-4-3, 4-3.
And I was like, well, I mean, either I'm bad or you can't do anything out of it. Like,
So I think that means which pools are you going over? I'm going to be going over gear and probably tag and try to find Eunice in there too. I think it's Asuka's favorite because Asuka's amount of counter hit mids she can throw out. Yeah, and Asuka beats her in a neutral. Like 4-4-3 basically just ruins this neutral game tremendously. One of Anna's biggest weaknesses is that she doesn't have a lot of good mids. Back 4 is probably her best mid because it has great range in homes and is pretty much safe. So, and again, as a character that gets tricky, Anna can really just sort of back 3 and sort of fuck it up. Yeah, down 2 would also be really good as well. So, and it's going to be hard for her to punish back 3, actually. Maybe Blonde Bomb works at ranges, but it'd be difficult. Probably, maybe Instant Thruster as well might be able to do it. I think that's it in the side of Anna on this side. Let's try to go to the actual main channel now. I believe that's it for all the Tekken on this channel. I think we just had the 2v2. Oh, was top 32 on here? Huh. Did we have Nishin in top 32? I don't believe we did. We did have Mako Ryu, though.